Hello. Here we go. Erps, derps. Welcome back, my expanded divine panel of the infinite age. Divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. Okay, I'm doing a candle wax, like pick a candle, scrying energy reading. Like, what do I need to know right now? And so, I'm amidst organizing a few things. So, you know what? Actually, let me just clean up a second, because I think that is going to be important for me. Just slightly cleaning up a few things. Yeah, that makes sense, which means that this will go there too. Yes. Perfect is making this sense. Okay, so the energy card that I have for this, hold on, let me see here. Oh, it's so hard to see now. Anyway, that's okay. I'm gonna hold on to that. I just ran into a few things organizing my crafting stuff. Anyway, on the left side, Seven of Pentacles in reversal, and on the recipient side, so that's like a harvesting, a pull, you know, a haul. Okay, it is time to collect the data. Okay, and on the doing side, I have the Sun card. So me and my Divine Collective have the Sun card in reversal. So this is keeping the spotlight on. So it appears as though there are still some ongoings that should be taken into account and not dismissed. It's not as though the receipts are not enough, but in determining if there's any like disciplinary measures, reward, or anything of that sort, that it is compounded by what's still in motion. Okay, the intent still in manifestation mode. So therefore the lights must be kept on, the spotlight must be kept on. Okay, those are the energy cards. We're going to, I think this is the Aquarian Tarot or Morgan Greer Tarot. I guess I got that confused with the Aquarian Tarot, or maybe it's Aquarian is a type of illustration, or, you know, like system of illustration. Anyway, whatever, Morgan Greer Tarot. Actually, I do have, I don't know, because I could have sworn I wrapped it in the same thing. Anyway, maybe they're very similar. I don't know. So this is going to be the energy for all the candles selected, okay? Are we going to do header cards? They said yes. Okay. All right. So what must I know right now? Okay. So 3, 2, 1. Cheese. What is it? Ace of Wands. Abracadabra. Something is instantaneously manifested. Like everything's like all cleaned up, all tidied, you know. So this is not just like producing something and your workshop is like a mess. There's a process which allows for time, or simultaneously cleaned up, like all done, in its complete form. On the recipient side, all wrapped up. Okay, on the right side is the King of Swords in reverse, the manifestation side. So this might be some energy that's like, oh, behind bars, you know, behind closed bars. Is that what they say? Like jailed up. or it can be someone that is objective or withholding their tongue. Something of that sort. We'll find out a little bit more here, okay? I feel like done for because what they're showing me is a shish kebab. So it's like it's done for. Interesting. So it could be done for like, oh yeah, you're done for. You're kaputs. Or it could be this, you know, whatever's manifested is done for this person who can move on with their life. Okay? Kind of undercover, maybe witness protection program type of energy here, depending on who you are or what your situation is. Okay. I put on some, it's, I don't know, lip moisturizer. It's not lip gloss, not just like an aesthetic thing. But I decided I was getting tired of the same old red. And I went through my caboodle, especially like I'm like, it's about time to do away with my the one that I usually carry that the lip thing broke off. And even though in my caboodle the stuff is still old, it is newer. So anyway, I decided I was gonna go with this. I'm gonna just a disclosure, I'm not doing really like any like back and forth chatting here because I just want to remain focused, but I do want to remain open for any like FYIs out there. Okay. All right, so that's the energy there. All right, those are the header cards. So hold on, this feels like kind of like an excess whatever I have on my mouth. Where did I put it? That's okay. I have another thing going here. Seems like a lot. Much better, yeah. All right. So, I need to do away with these. Yes, I'm a tarot reader. So, I need to do away with this bin of candles that I have lit. So, I'm going to choose, is it 3? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 2, 5, 4, 2, or 4, 2, or 4. They say I can do 4, okay? It's either 2 or 4, okay? So I'm gonna, I didn't preview anything. I just pulled it out from the thing, from my, like a back storage area. So I'm gonna select from there, okay? All right. This? No. They said this one. Oh, shit. This one? Okay. Okay, so this one's a no. Okay. This one? No. This one? No. Okay, so that one. They said this one. They said this one. I think this one. Okay, just being thorough. Okay, so they said those 4. Okay, so I get to put that away. Okay, so I have 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 16 remaining here. Okay. I've got to do something with my hair because it's I went for my walk today. Yay. Here, there it is. Okay. 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 That, oh, it's holding it. It's holding it. Okay, so, and this one. Okay, this one's the first one. Second one. Third one. Fourth one. Okay. Go ahead and select. I'll just turn them around. 1 and 2. 3 and 4. Okay. Which one calls out to you, or 2 or 3 or 4, whatever, or none. And so I'm going to go ahead and just point them towards you, the front end and the back end, whatever helps you decide even further. Okay, I think you can see them all. I can't personally see because like the photos, I mean the the text. Maybe I can change that. All right, so this is the first one. This is the second one. This is the third one. Oh my goodness. And this is the fourth one. Okay. So you, whatever calls you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull them back. Time to decide. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So maybe you have decided. Oh, someone retracted their like. Oh no. All right. So let's go with candle 1 first. Okay, let's do some scrying. I might have to turn the video to here, but I'll see what I can gather here. I didn't know what to expect. Ugh, I'm a little grossed out. Give me a second. A little grossed out because these have been sitting for a while now. Ugh, well, give me a second. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like that, okay? Chill. All right, first one, yellow candle. Yellow candles are for happiness, joy. Let's see here. There's the numbers 30372405 with a colon and then 14. 14 is the number that's standing out. It is temperance. So this is a happy chill. If we're going to look at like I don't know why people who smoke out, this would be what is it? Sativa energy. All right, on the bottom is 05. Okay, might have some kind of importance to you, or it could be OS, but it's more like blocky, so it's 05 with an underline on it. That's how I know it's not 50. All right, let me see here. There's something that's suspended here. It keeps moving, so there's like a little bit of a web here with an herb. I think it's going to be easier if I zone in on this, okay? I think so. I'm going to try. Okay, give me a second. Okay. I think so. Does that make sense? Yes. All right, here we go. Zeroing in on this. Okay. Let me see if I can gather anything from here. 14:54 on the clock right now so that I can keep track of this timing. Okay, it looks like a little bit of a Canadian type of maple leaf energy there. Actually, that's more like I still will not retract that, but it more so I would say that is an ivy type of leaf. I mean, it could be also poison ivy if it like leaves of 3. But that's no. I would say that's more like ivy, just trailing ivy. Okay, so there's I usually don't have like residue this far up, like this far caked up. So there's something about like a holding on, like a holding pattern here. Oh my goodness. There's quite a bit of it. Interesting. Okay, something about the texture there. Okay. So we have feelers here. I would say like empaths, like clairsentient type of energy, especially with all this texture here. I don't think I have that on the other candles. Interesting. In fact, I see like more of like a tribal image. Gosh, facing left, like do you see that? It's like a chicken with like a mohawk thing, but it's more like a rooster that you see in like that Harambe video, music video, facing left. Um you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Anyway, that was from my last channel reading Harambe by Excision and some other energies. All right, anything else here? Don't see anything there. Okay. Now on to here. So this part, the thing to your left, you can see that is the thing that is like is on a web, you see? Sorry, my hand is a little unsteady. I don't know what kind of herb that is, or if it's an herb, but it looks like more of like a phantom, a floating phantom energy. Normally I would say that's a lavender, soaked lavender, but let me see if there's any other thing to detect it. No, there are some like white rose petals that I can recognize in here. I don't see any other herbs that are recognizable to me. Here, I'm just gonna lay it on. Oh, look at that! I can go ahead and just set it on top. Okay. So, I haven't done this in a while. Let's see here. 1808 was on the clock. All right, I see something like a Dr. Seuss type of character here. It is off to the right. You see the white rose petals here dried up. Okay, so I'm turning it so you can see. Okay, it is a female like Dr. Seuss type of character on the left side. Like kind of like doting type of energy. Ears kind of like Snoopy, facing to the right. Okay. It's like full body except you cannot see her legs. The thing that's sticking out at center point to the right is more like, you know, her hands, so kind of like gentle touch type of energy. That's why I would say doting, and a little sad because she's got like the puffy cheeks there. Okay. What is she looking after? Well, there's 2 other petals that are kind of like floating, almost like asteroid type of energy. And they have a glow about them. So, and I'm getting is like lost energies. You know, like when there's a transition of people from one life to another. Some don't go into the light. Some are just kind of stuck around. Lost energies. I think that's what she's looking at there. Whatever that means to you. Okay. What about the center? The black part, mainly, I see like a hamsa hand, with a white feather in the middle of it, kind of sealed onto it. So there's an element of truth there. I also see like at the, again, the white petal thing, next to the left of the feather. It looks almost like the bottom of, again, a Dr. Seuss character, but it's like the fish, the bottom part of a fish. So it's like a caught fish with a hamsa and the feather at the back of the hand. Now that used to be the front of the hand, is now the back of the hand. I wonder what that's all about. Caught fish. Huh. But then you see to the left of that tail, it looks like through another portal is the face of the fish. You see facing almost downwards, looking at the tail. Almost like Happy Marlin from Finding Nemo. The dad, interesting. Okay, whatever that means. Okay, turning. Oh, okay. Okay, let's set the phone back down again so it's more steady and clear. Da, 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 da. Okay, anything else? Usually when I haven't done this in a while, it comes out in fragments, but more will come out in the tarot. Now I see on the center point where the wick is, the small speck of black on the top right corner with the next to that circle, blop. It looks like someone with a beret looking upwards. Now they're both focusing on that black blob that is quite different from the others floating in the air. I wonder what that's all about. So perhaps that is more relatable to this other energy in the black beret. And something is pulling their attention that is beyond them, but within their atmosphere. Okay, turning around. Okay. So when I look closer at this energy with the black beret, it looks like some, like a Harvard graduate, or the Yale graduate, whatever it is, like the valedictorian type of speech dude, okay, or dudette. Looking upwards, I'm not sure what that black speck is supposed to symbolize, but all right, let's keep going with this. Anything else? I see kind of like a snail type of energy in the center. An upset slug, you see? Kind of hunched over. Facing the other, like, whitish brown speck. On the same plate. Inspecting. Like the Inquisition of, like, Harry Potter, like, the ones that doubted, like when you're put on trial, like so eager to be a skeptic, okay, at something that is most similar to its own kind, but maybe amoeba form, maybe not donning the same clothes or the same kind of education or prestige, but it is one of their own, just more of a primordial type of version. Interesting. So it's kind of ironic with the lack of respect coming from their position, especially looking at their origin states of that amoeba form, especially in, let's say, spirituality or magic. We understand that the primordial form is a very potent, raw, powerful type of energy. likely superior to whatever he is representing, this energy is representing in their clothing. So quite disrespectful if you look at it in a cosmic sense. Okay. All right, so there's that. Okay. Anything else? I think that's it for that. I spent like maybe 10 minutes on that. Okay, now on the bottom, is there anything different? No, it's pretty much the same, but you get to see like more of that Dr. Seuss character. Usually it's not this clear. On the bottom. Okay. I see more like a one-eyed hammerhead type of energy there. Okay. All right. So that's that for candle number 1. Do we use this card to clarify? This card. This card. This deck. Oh my gosh. All right. So, what must I know right now for candle number 1? Morgan Greer. Tarot. Copyright 1979 and then 1993. I'm assuming this is the 1993 version. Okay, all right. I was looking for like Aquarian. I don't know, dude. Okay, all right. So what must I know right now? Candle number 1. What must candle 1? Choosers. Resonators. What must they know? Hangman in reversal. Okay. So, this person normally walks, like on sunshine. You see the yellow on the footwear. Very simplified, simplistic. Everything's pretty simple. So this energy, I'm getting more so you is in good nature, like in good standing, like good vibing. Yeah. It's kind of like lessons learned are not really that complicated for this type of energy. Yeah. Okay. So what must candle number 1 energy know? No. Okay. 4 of Cups and the Tower moment. Okay. So, this is a presentation, again, of a multiple choice type of offering. Excuse me. I don't want to super flash you. Okay. All right. So, unlike the usual instances, especially with the Inquisition here and the floating like phantom type of energy, there is something that is quite abrupt and I would want to say terrifying in that nature, like especially with the normal conditions of this type of energy. There's something that is very alarming, okay, I would say. Not terrifying for everyone here, because like when you're habitually in this good nature and you learn from the world quite easily, there's you have your equilibrium is already very well mediated in practice. So if something comes up that is terrifying to most, it is just more so alarming for you, like quick decision. It's not like think fast. Though this kind of energy would present that. This is like, this really calls for attention, whatever this is. And this is a very, very big choice that is presented to you because you're dissatisfied. Or there's, okay, let's talk story time. Okay, there's a big dissatisfaction with the cups, the elements, the choices, the situationship that is presented as what is conceived of as celebratory, what you're like. So the normal shits and giggles, what's normally acceptable, has not been acceptable for quite a while. So this might be a long-standing situation or situationship that has outlasted its outworn its welcome. But something has come through that is like one too many straws on the camel's back. And you've seen this coming because like this would be representation of the third wand. Maybe there's like a third wheel here type of energy, but Three of Wands is, you know, your ships are coming in, but like, so it's kind of like you saw it coming, you're just kind of waiting it out almost. That's what it's showing me. But like something kicked up the dust and like Spirit's like, okay, the time has come, make your choice. And you're like, okay. What do you call it? Touche. That kind of energy here. You got me, Spirit. Okay, you saw that I was waiting. And you know, like backing up into the bushes, you know, like there's been a retraction in this. So there's like a, I would say like if this is like an opportunity for improvement in OFI on this audit for your life, you know, entry right now, this diary entry, it's this would be like the part of like your avoidant nature. But like I'm not saying, I'm not judging if that's good or bad. It's just through observation. This is like the Homer retracting, like okay. And that's usually how tower moments arise. Like if you don't make the decision, your life events present its way of forcing you to make, you know, a decision. There's no more room for neutrality here, okay? Because this third one is larger than the sum of the two that you've already like hung by. Yeah. All right. Anything more? Yes? Yeah. From here or here? They said from here. So this is like the daily activity type of draw. Okay. So clarifying on that, like how it affects your daily activities, or, you know, how it can promote change, whatever you need to know. What does pile one energy need to know? Emperor in reverse and Ace of Swords. So ain't that the truth? Again, you have to be, now you're going back into is it, since instead of this reversal, you're now back into hangman mode. You have to put on your big boss pants, okay? Because there's the whole truth and nothing but the truth is presented to you. And how wonderful it is to have this resource of the ultimate truth. This is I almost said truce. So anyway, the Ace of Spades is, you know, that if we're looking at a regular deck, this is the Ace of Spades. This is the smartest card here. So your positioning is good, very well done again, because as a reminder, I don't know if this is a typo type of production edit or if this is intentional, but usually the Emperor is number 4 and it is listed as 3 here, which is the Empress. So this is looking out for your total environment, okay? Your living situation, the quality of life, basically. If you're looking at the Emperor being objective, but also in like Empress, taking on an Empress like suit. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Oh yeah, we saw the doting type of energy there. So there's an area of concern here. Okay, anything else? Okay. So I've already spent 20 minutes here on pile 1, or candle 1. So we'll just get one more card here for closure. You know what I'm hearing? I want to settle down. Settle down. By Kimbra. Settle down. We can, something, table for 2 or something. I don't know. Anyway, 4 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I want to settle down. What the heck? Oh my god. Because 4 of Wands in reversal. That's a paradigm shift again. Mindset shift. It could be moving. It could be a logistics thing. But this is self-realization when it's an upright. So there's like a sense of awareness that something's changing in your life, that it's like the shelf life, like things are getting stale, you know, so the shelf life has outworn even the expiry like date of, let's say, like if you're living underground, like the that kind of shelf life, it's reaching into that when the consumables, so whatever you've got going, isn't meant to last that far. Okay, so there's an abrupt like, oh, okay, gotta restock, gotta take inventory type of energy. So that's energy number 1. So there's something also haunting here. If there's like the phantom energy and things that are lingering, like things that are supposed to motion organically, there's a sense of awareness in here. Yeah, because, you know, like your easygoing nature, like there's a flow of things. You're very, not just you're embodying the energy that organically happens, and so, you know, innate, like deep down inside, that if you disrupt that true nature, there's you're either restricting it or forcing something to happen. Whatever that push and pull dynamic is, it disrupts the environment, and it won't look pretty. So there's some kind of knowing in that. Okay, so now candle number 2. It is 38:17 on the clock. Here we are. This is the only one with this braided bow here. I asked if I should reuse it again or throw it away. And they said this time you can throw it away. Okay. But I've reused it so many times. So the triad of colors are actually like a lime green, a red, and a salmon color. And you see it has done its job, okay? Here inside, there's a mix of, I think, geraniums, red geraniums, which I think is protective and has like a sense of like friendship type of energy. You can look up geranium magic, witchcraft, or whatever on its symbology. There's also on the sides, what do you call it? Rosemary. I just see 1 or 2, actually. 1 to the top, 2nd to the bottom. So again, this is mainly meant for protection. This is a pink candle. It is meant for love, protection. Oh, I do see a witch, but like Shaka Khan hair, like, you know, like big hair, but like also with a flat type of energy. So modernized Shaka Khan, not it's like natural but stylized type of energy. So this is a black witch. More like a hoodoo, like, but modernized hoodoo type of witch on her broom, floating away. There's also another like hoodoo type of witch, more like priestess type of energy. Looking out for her, like a fairy godmother type of energy. Okay, I'll show you in just a sec. Give me a second. So on the outskirts here, 16430 There's no semicolon, nothing that really stands out. Let me see here. The 122 close. Okay. Yeah, 122. Okay. All right. I don't see any dingy stuff here. I don't see any dingy stuff here. So usually with dingy stuff, it's like fighting off like really dark energies. So that's why I don't really get like this. That's why I know this, the first one is very well mediated. And this one also did a great job of doing that. I don't detect anything of that sort here, but this is also added for protection here. The reusability of this to like its very outworn state. And there's kind of like a binding of energies, and it's like friendship bracelet sense. Hold on, let me put this away. Okay, now I have to go back to doing this. Give me a second. Okay, that's fine. All right. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Oopsie. Okay. Looking at this here. Okay. Where did I see that? Oh, right here. Okay. See, you see that center point? Like that. She has a smile on her face. You see? And she actually looks like a cougar with like a now like zoomed in with a like, you know, like Cruella de Vil, where she has that large black collar area. But she's in red robe with a gold like hem on the bottom of it. You see she's on a broom. See? And then on the top right corner, the hoodoo witch facing, or high priestess, to facing to the right, looking over her. She's looked over. This is actually good energy. Very powerful, I would say. This is like a supreme version of the Queen of Cups for both energies. It falls within their bloodline. Obviously, they could be herbalists, like well-versed herbalists. Oh, there's a grain of rice right there. Oh, there's also a food mask right there too, like in the form of a face, like mirror on the wall type of energy. But I don't get a sense of vanity with these two energies here. They are quite beautiful in their own like ways. But this is like an energy from beyond, like the fire, you know, that comes like these are very magical energies. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So here, like I see, like, you know, that white cougar face. Like it's so crazy. It's so crazy to me. 43:32 on the clock. Okay. Anything else? I also see like the bottom here. Some kind of like floral, like Alice in Wonderland, like the big flowers, type of energy right there. I don't know, an embodiment. Yeah, these two are very in touch with nature. Sorry, I need to like sit someplace here. Okay. I just like I can't get over like how like detailed that is. Like, oh my gosh. But like farther away now, it does look like I can't get over like the cougar face. Like it's just crazy to me. And the robe, like how detailed, how perfectly placed the rosemary is to this is like justice, but very stylized and very modern. And like that hoodoo energy right there, like that's the Afro-Brazilian tarot type of energy. Like full gown, like definitely. That is insane to me. Okay. Okay, now I see kind of like a Taurus, Aries type of energy, but very well versed here. The mask is now like, you know, one, you see like yin yang, the horns, you know, with the rice there. And like a tulip and a key right above there. Definitely. So some version of Hecata here. So what is that? Orion, not Orion. Oshun, and you know, like that kind of energy. There's something there here. I also see a masculine energy here. Again, modern, so like futuristic. You see like in Star Trek, the thing over the eyes, that type of energy with like a little goatee type of energy. That is masculinized right there. Like, yeah, definitely futuristic. So these energies know how to channel. It runs in their bloodline from like back in their lineage. I mean, back in their ancestry to like future lineage. You see, they can call in, and they actually have helpers from like future and, you know, otherworldly energies. Definitely, it's so crazy. Okay, anything else? Like, I almost don't want to do away with this candle just because it's so perfect in its presentation. Like, it's okay, yeah. This one also burns like some kind of like sage. Like, see, like that is, there's like pinchers right there, and then the sage right there, some kind of bundle. I think it's a mix of something like, they have their own, here, let me show you. Give me a second. Oh, show you mine, okay? That I made. Oh, God, give me a second. Where is it? Okay. So I was particularly called to make this like a while ago. And I don't know if I can show you here. So it's do you see it? Like, it's, I was doing some plant material stuff, like so I had to like, that is meant for protection. So it's very similar to like that that type of energy. This is the first time I've ever made anything like this, but I was called to do it like for, I don't know, but yeah. So I resonate with this pile as well, with the abilities to just like shift gears and do this and do that and just be very in touch with things. It's not bullshitting. It's like, it's straight up channeling on what to do when needed, as needed. So another energy here, it looks like a red boot, like, you see? A red boot. But above that is like, you know, a mysterious face here. And they're doing like some kind of like chopstick type, not chopstick, but, you know, some kind of like ritual with like instruments like right there. You see? And mixing too. Do you see? Like they're sitting down, and right in front of them there's like a bowl of cauldron. Never mind the boot thing. So I'm just trying to exit out of there so you can kind of see. Because like once you see the boot, like you can't forget about it. So anyway, there's that. Okay. There's also like an element of dance here. You know, put on your red shoes and dance. But it's not like pretty type of energy. You know, but it's still within that vibe. So there might be like Texan type of energy here, like kicking up dust, like desert type of energy, and yeah, something like that. Okay, anything else? I see like a big, like, you see there's an eye right there, and then like the lips right there, right underneath it. You see, like looking up. You know, in like an Instagram, how they have like the lemon or like some kind of inanimate type of object, and then they put a face, like they animate it with like the eyes and the mouth, and they start talking. That's what it looks like right there. You see like the eye. Oh my God, that's so freaking crazy. The other eye is just right there, like off to the side, but like that is crazy in the mouth. So there's like a huge connection point here. Oh, look. And then they're looking through some kind of like a looking glass, like kind of a, do you see it? But that's also like Zero, the dog in Nightmare Before Christmas, but like a different version of it. What else? How crazy is that? See, like looking through a telescope, like some kind of a, I don't know what kind of device that is, but it's also Zero the dog, but like a cattle version. Do you see what I'm saying? Like with the horns right there, facing left. How crazy. There is a lot of energy here. Anything else? Yeah, I almost like, but a lot of beauty here. I really don't want to throw away this candle now that I'm seeing it. Oh, look, there's like a little sexy body here. You know, like the mud tire flap girls. Like she's laying back with her big hair, you know, with her legs crossed, you know, facing out. So, yeah, divine feminine type of beauty here. On vacation. Maybe some of you guys need to go on vacation too and like wallow in your beauty and all. I don't think there's any lacking there, but I think there's just like kind of, there's an emphasis here on its importance. You see? Yeah. When you do this much channeling, it's important to partake in personal enjoyments. It's part of the self-healing process, the recouping, because that's what your ancestors would want for you as well. It's kind of like, and your future lineage, you know, with that said. So it's like paying it forward, but backwards forwards. That's funny. Okay. Okay, hold on. All right. So I'm going to see the bottom real quick. Some dance energies too here. You know, the pink here reminds me of the jello, like the parfait jellos that have like whipped cream, and you know, that's what I'm looking at here. Okay, I'm not going to read too much into the bottom area here because there was a lot right there. It's crazy. All right, so candle number 2. Which one, like, what do these energies need to know? Or what must they know right now? We use this one to clarify. I said just jump straight to this one. Okay. Candle number 2 energies. 3 of Wands in reverse. An overwhelming sense of presence, like you're here for a particular reason, for this particular message, for this particular era. You're here for a very big purpose, for a very big reason. This hit the box and it fell like kind of like diagonally, but more so horizontally, okay? 10 of Swords. All right, this way? Yes, okay. 10 of Swords, inverted or muted? Inverted, okay. Ace of Cups, extroverted or the fuck? Or this is Trophy Cup inverted. It's extrovert. It's extroverted. 5 of Pentacles, extroverted. And the Tower moment, extroverted. Yeah. All right. So, it doesn't show it here because there's a lot of happiness, overwhelming support, forwards, backwards, present. You have a lot of that. And there is great reason for that because you are very much targeted, almost like to the point of assassination attempts at your energies. You see, like 3, 6, 9. Okay, so there's a huge emphasis on your big tomato here. So they're not just trying to throw tomatoes in like humiliation ritual, that kind of energy while you're on stage doing your thing. This, it's almost like plaid. and throwing it's almost like elementary and like 1950s, like very like that would like you could give a shit if somebody's throwing tomatoes. And that's like very elementary to the things that are coming at you, like the offenses. And so it's actively like the 10th sword, like the straw that broke the camel's back. That's what they're trying to do to you and your energy, intuitively, you see. So like I think in mudras there's something about this type of energy, so you might want to look up what that means in this particular connection, this point, okay? And because this, they have a purple headed type of pinprick there, okay? But what this also inevitably teaches you is also how to turn the tables, basically. And this is not like an element of vengeance, but knowing how to protect yourself, because they show you how not to do it, or when not to do it, or why not to do it. So you know how to turn the tables. And so it's like teaching methods, and it's very like cosmic teaching. Yeah. Because there's something about you being a great healer. You see, there's 3 swords basically already inputted here. 3 of each color: blue, yellow, purple. And then the 4th one is a purple one. So that's you know, healing energy, contemplation, food for thought type of energy. So this is like a very rough, rowdy way of how the universes are teaching you. Like, not everybody opts into this, you know, type of energy, like soul contract, that kind of thing. When, but this is like a crash course, but like an elongated version of it, a very in-depth version of how to become like a phenomenal healer. Okay. Yeah, so there's something about a renewal here with like you do with what you've got, but you make the most out of it, and what you make the most out of is very understated. It's just not, it's not like you did that with that. It's like something out of nothing, but actually something out of a shit ton, you know. You wouldn't think that where you got where you are today because of how people treated you, because of your attacks. Like that could have easily turned you into like an awful person, but you're like, no. Oh, you see the jello right there. Yeah, I don't think you're ready for this jelly, because your body's too delicious for me, or something like that. But so there's something about how you work it, basically. People are very jealous of how you do things. Like it's really that good. You can do a lot with like with nada, almost like with but with also with ease. Like your left hand, there's something about knowing how the left hand works, and it's kind of like oopsie daisy, like, oh, I dropped one, like oops, you got, there's something about like how it's almost comedic for you, because this is easy peasy stuff for you. So you probably already know this. This is confirmation for you and how you handle your stuff. Like you always bring the Ace of Cups, like everyone experiences the tower moment, the earthquake, whatever, including your perpetrators, especially your perpetrators. So the tower moment is unbiased to everyone. Let's say it's a big like thing that's going on. How do you come out with like your fine china and like and everything's still sparkly and like it's almost like you produce the impossible. Like nothing phases you. You see? Like what the like that's crazy. This is a classy version of like in your face. Interesting. Okay. Still shining. Like this is Cascade. Like with your nails done and all of that. That's crazy. Like, what? How? What? Okay, anything more? No. Anything more? Yeah. So we're going reversal on this. Okay. Anything more? What must my candle number 2 selectors, choosers, know right now? Okay. 7 o'clock. Okay, so about 20 minutes here. Okay, so what fell in the scarf, but like beyond, before pile 1 or candle number 1? Yeah, you can easily get ahead of the crowd. Even your predecessors are surprised or are surprised by you. You're so good at what you do. Like you take off like the blindfolds, basically, the things, you know, that are meant to protect. There's something about a high visibility in what your craftsmanship, your practice, very like you work with your hands, most definitely, and other tools. Um, yeah, like there's muscle there too. Again, like, so this is not just confined to like female, male, or whatever. This is but this is highly in case like divine feminine backing, like for sure, like superior. So anyway, the muscle work on that. It's insane. Oh, you know what I'm getting? Tap 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 and what is it? Sweetie. Sweetie. You see? Yeah. Interesting. And you're very meticulous. So, but you're like kind of free flowing. So there's this kind of like form that you mimic in each one, but like everything is kind of still freestyle. You just keep one like handy to kind of base off the core energies off of. So let's say you make like for me, talisman or potions or whatever you guys do, there's some kind of like base level core energy that carries on throughout each item. However, each one has its own particular flavor. You know what I mean? So there's that. Okay. That's accentuated. I gotta leave it accentuated. Okay. Anything else for you? 1, 2, 3, 0 on the clock. No, that's it. That's it for you. Candle number 2, energies. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, you get definitely you're clear you have a lot of clairs, but you get your confirmations on your own too. Okay. Candle number 3, energies, green. New life. Oh, you know what? This one is similar to the other one. It does have a little bit of hidden green there, caked onto there. Numbers. Okay, it is 63:40 on the clock. Okay, no numbers on here. Bottom. No, just some like pocky marks there. How many are there on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tally marks. So there's an element of communication. New life, money, you know, that kind of energy here. So these are like kind of like unmarked bills type of energy. Like people don't know where your wealth comes from. How you channel it in. It's a mystery. Maybe it has something relative to do with your communication as well, your communication styles. And something about like it's telemark. So it's like it's cryptic. It's like encoded, you know, encrypted. So you might be like, for very few of you, it might be like top secret agent type of energies. So like PIs, FBI, what ACI, whatever, all that stuff. Okay. Um, so, and wealth can be perceived in different forms. There is like a remnant energy, like there's still a good amount of wax still on the bottom. Oh, I had to put salt in here too. I was wondering what the white etchings were. Kind of freaked me out. But now I see, I think it's salt. I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and check this out. Okay, 12:33 on the clock. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So there is like, no, okay, let's look at the caked edges. Anything here? Look, it says like FASA, FASA, it looks like, in the carved area. Something like that. Okay. I see like almost a dragon, but also like a worm type of energy here, like Tremors. Like the one, that movie with Kevin Bacon. You see that energy, like the face right there, facing right. You see, I zoomed in. There's the mouth open right there. Now zooming out, you see it? And Tremors. Anyway, maybe this is Men in Black type of energy if we're looking at that kind of energy. All right, let's look over here. It is hard to see. Look, there's a certain, you see like the profile of a face. It's like, what do you call it? One eye, like with a like furrowed eyebrow, and the nose like pointed right there. You see? Do you see? Oh, there's a cat hair right there. I don't know how that got there, but sure. Oh, my my cat likes to go underneath things and whatever. Just like any other cat, but look. Okay. So, but there's like sternness, like frustration, like upset. Like, I don't know why. What the heck? There's a lot of salt right there. Interesting. It's very straightforward. So, interesting. What the heck? Okay, let me zoom out here. Okay, let me go back right there. Okay, anything else? I do see hearts in the middle there. Somebody is, oh, maybe someone's green with envy. You see, like, there's two hearts there. One at the center, like black and white, and then that big blob black thing right there at the top. That's a big black heart too. So somebody like gets angry. So this has to do with love. What's love got to do with it? Well, obviously a lot here. There's a lot of protection here. Someone is very overprotective. I don't know what's going on here, but they're quite upset. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Two birds. Killing two birds when you see there's a main energy right there with holding on to two birds. There's like third party energy here. And that middle energy looks more like a DICK. Yeah. A cockle-doodle-doo. So there's like third party energy here. I'm like not choosing as like, what the heck? What is this? Okay. There's like a slug type of energy now. The heart is like a Jabba the Hutt, like teenage version of it. Right there on the left. That's crazy. What am I watching? What is this? I always thought the salt burnt through. Okay, I have an itch on my face. Okay, there we go. Okay, turning it about. I see an ET cat energy on the top now. And at the center, kind of like a Rolling Stones, kind of like tongue out. See, in the very center, like party, like very loud mouth energy here. What the heck? Okay. Anything else? See, like a weird version of like a longboard skateboard type of energy. With one wheel, like somebody's sitting on it, the center. You see a boy? You see like the brown part? That's his ear and the face, looking outwards, to the right. And then the black part is now his like knees sitting right there, or her knees, I don't know, but she's sitting on the board. The one thing though is if you do skateboard or longboard or whatever it is, something about the back wheels like need to be replaced. Like it's gone. You see? There's one right there and none right there. Or it's going out. So that needs to be replaced or fixed or tightened bearings, something like that. Okay. Because like that cat here, it's like very a rarity for it to even be here. There's something about like how it could cause an accident or something. You know, like you know how you go on a pebble and then like it fucks you up. Something like that. So just, you know, check out and fix your back wheel, wheels, whatever. Okay. But there's something else about dreaming, like sitting on it and like just looking out. Okay. Very quiet here though. Looking at this black thing at the edge right there. I don't know what that is. Give me a second. It looks like a black foot of a zebra, but it's not a zebra. It's like a goat. Oh, this person wants to get better at what they're doing. Like better. Like you see, Blackfoot goat. Like, yeah. It's like the right front foot of a goat, like immortalized almost. So, they want this young energy wants to become more of like a legend, like a living legend. They must be good at what they do, but because there's no reason why one would go out unless it's like secondhand or you know a lot of practice. Well, obviously a lot of practice, you just get better and better and better. So but they want to be like goat energy, like living legend. It consumes their mind. You see like that black array right there. Interesting. They must have like somebody that they really really look up to. Yeah, probably somebody who's already passed on. You see that white speck up there on the top? It's immediately like that energy knows that has passed on, knows that this boy or this, I don't know, this energy, this really looks up to them. So they're like watching him, you know, like don't do anything stupid, like don't sell your soul or anything like that to become like that living legend, you know. Something about that there. Definitely. Interesting. Okay. Anything else here? Yeah, like don't sell out. You see that barcode that's coming out on the side? Do not sell out that type of energy. You see? Interesting. But that's also like the same kind of energy that we saw like in that movie Interstellar. You know, like how the messages that came through are kind of like that. So this one also can divine, but they just call it like, you know, just tapped in. Just, you know, they get messages from the universe. They don't have any fancy wording for it. But this one is destined for some kind of glory too. They can feel it. Like the energy is like in the ethers, like all that money like floating around. That's in the ethers and they can feel it, but it's like where's the money? Where's the money? You know what I mean? Like there's something about that there. Also there's a golfing putter here also, you know. Interesting. But the putt is like too big for this type of energy. You see the one in black, it's like the shoulder, on the shoulder, like a cross to bear. Interesting. You see? That's so weird. Okay. Like to the death of him. Interesting. So most people use golfing as a way to like network and schmooze and like be within crowd of like, you know, that kind of energy, wealthy. It's like the expensive version of fishing. Like you get drunk, you fuck around like that, and some are good at what they do, and but it's kind of just like a socializing, you know, be with the crowd type, be with the boys type of energy. So that can get expensive. So, you know, like, okay, there's that. There's also serpent energy here. You see that? That's an eye right now. I'm facing. So yeah. So this energy maybe they like, you know, they may fall prey to like the dark schemes of they might have to learn the hard way and trying to attain a certain thing. It's like keeping up with the Jonases, trying to become a living legend, like get up in that, you know, wrapped up in that whole spiel. But anyway, that everybody has their own lessons. So anyway, okay, so there's that. Anything on the bottom? No, that's it for that. Okay. All right, so what does, okay, count of 3. Okay, we're gonna start with this. What is candle number 3? Energies need to, what must they know right now? I don't know, I wouldn't sell my soul. I wouldn't do like, you know, go through desperate measures to attain those things. A living legend sounds great, you know, and someone watching out for me beyond sounds rightful, but I don't think there's into those desperate measures. But you know, I have gone into the industry, you know, so you know, I understand. But it's not like to gain fame. That was just like, I need to pay bills. I'm like, there's no other. So anyway, let's get in with this. All right, 10 of Wands in reverse. What must you know right now for my candle number 3 choosers is a release. Let it go. Okay. There's a need to let go. Yeah. Oh, this fell. You're already really good at what you do. There's 3 cards that fell face down on candle number 2's energies, and that was like profoundly good. All right, the Lovers in reverse, High Priestess in reverse, and 7 of Cups in reverse. There is an area of caution in wanting this so bad, because if we're looking at because like candle number 2 energies are like living legends already. So you might be like, in reaching that far, you may become like the antagonist to mistake, like you mistakenly you might mistakenly become the opposite antagonist to candle number 2's energies, like that reach for like that absolute desire for that, make you like do like really dumb shit, like make you might choose to do some really dumb shit to the wrong like energies. You might severely like regret it. Okay, I wouldn't do that. And if you resonate with pile number 2, this also could mean like an area of self-harm. You could be doing yourself more harm than good in reaching and trying to reach that far. Like to like dire circumstances. Like okay. 79:21. All right, so we have a few more minutes for you. What fell on your pile is 9. Yeah, you might really bind yourself. 9 of Swords. It fell on top of those last 3 cards right there. Definitely. That's crazy. Yeah. It may severely bind you. And, I mean, it draws me back to, candle number 1, because we see the 3, of wands there, basically. Yeah, they're separated, 2 and then the 1. But then I was going to say something like, not even the hangman is binded that much. And that should be a no-brainer, looking at it, you know, because he puts himself in that position to look at things objectively. So, this may force you to go back to basics and like what really makes you happy. The teaching moment is in candle number 1 for you, if you're really like really that upset about it. Candle number 1's energies would teach you a lot, like what really does make you happy, like to sustain that, because that might bring you further along and actually closer to your desire for credibility, like being right with the world. Okay, anything more from here? Yeah, because you do not want to disturb the essence of energy number 2. Like the candle number 2, even if it be, especially if it is your own. The Lover's card, yeah. So this is you know how 4 of Wands is self realization. This is self-actualization. So yeah, for sure, candle number 1 will help you attain those measures. Anything more from here? No. Moving on to candle number 4. Okay, it is 81:47 on the clock now. Now that I'm getting the gist of this, this is, I think, a lavender color, so like purpley color. 07430 Is that very similar to what I had before? No, very similar, but 122 is also different here, so you might resonate with candle number 2. Okay. Yeah, there's rosemary floating upon here, so that is also vibing with candle number 2. To reiterate, any numbers on the bottom? 0, 6. There's no line underneath. It could be 90, but I'm going with 06 here. Yeah. Anything on the top? Yeah, there's quite a bit of floating rosemary. So protection throughout. This is, I think, the only one that has some, like, a little bit of like black smoke on the sides, like soot almost. So I would say this is probably the one that's dealing with the darkest energies. Despite what we encountered in candle number 3, this is what I would say. So like the encumbering, like, you know, almost like trying to cloud judgment. But since this is purple, this is like the intuitive, like clairvoyant type of energy. But it's in its gentle state, like lavender, okay? So let's see what this song says over here. Okay. Okay, my legs are getting all freaking weirded here. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, definitely quite a bit of that soot energy, for sure. Okay. Let's look through here. Okay. Yeah, distorted, like, you see, like, how the rosemary has, like, that mound of the, face, and then the lips on the center part, and the black robe, and then grabbing something, holding on to something, and running almost. And there's a match, you know, at the top, right there. It looks like a match. It's striking up, the left eye. So again, I forget, left eye versus right eye, and the eye of Horus versus the eye of, I forgot, shoot, Ra. Yeah. Because I think one of them embodies like several energies, but one is solid in its nature. Anyway, I think that would be Eye of Ra. Alexa, is the Eye of Ra left or right?
From Answers.com. The Eye of Ra is often depicted as a right eye, representing the sun, and is believed to have the ability to destroy enemies and protect the pharaoh.
Okay, so being that this is triggered onto the left eye, you know, if it's facing us, then that would be the Eye of Horus on here. So it's like the Eye of Ra is quite like somebody's trying to push your buttons. Okay, somebody's trying to ignite more than your usual Eye of Ra type of energy, like trigger you. Okay, there's that. And since you're in a black cloak, I would say this is more of like, I mean, you could be like robbing and stealing and stuff. You see, like, there's a purse right there. I don't know what kind of bag that is, but it's a purse right there. Um, or you could be a judge, you know, see, type of energy. I don't get a graduate here because I don't have a cap that I see here. I mean, I see a crown on the top, you know, but, interesting. Okay, anything else? Okay, now I see a chair, a black chair. But like an energy again is like hiding behind it. Like it looks like a mad dolphin with a mohawk now. A mad baby dolphin. No, killer whale. Mad baby killer whale. With a mohawk. Dude, like they're really trying to trigger you. What the heck? Like trying to take your seat almost? They think that somebody's trying to like trigger you into thinking that they're gonna take your seat away from you. Interesting. Okay, this could also have to do with some kind of election type of thing. Even though like it's still shut down, there's something about that there. I don't know. That's so kind of weird. I see also like a Sanrio type of character. What is it? Bad Matt Sparoo? Bad Matt. I don't know. You see, like the black one, the black duck owl thingy. And you can see it like if you do it like that. It's almost masked now. All right. Anyway, anything else? Oh, I usually go this way. This way. Like it's also it's like kind of holding a grand piano type of energy. So there's something about like intellectual property with your what you compose. Oh, there you see there's a spider on the end. You see the spider that got shriveled up and like got fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So this is trying to people trying to fuck with you through other energies. Okay. Oh, this is now a narwhal, a mad narwhal. Narwhals are supposed to be like depicted like happy, like with rainbows, you know, if we're looking in its emoji sense. But this is a mad narwhal. Like, I am a rhino, not a narwhal today. Well, okay. I'm the rhino of the oceans. Yeah, kind of like a lot of buggies here. Something trying to pester you. Okay. But you got your big boy pants on right there. See, you got your pants on. You're just like walking out, like stomping out. You know the dance like stomp. It's kind of like that. In your like happy feet sense, anyway. All right. Anything else? Anything else? I can't see it. Like I don't see anything else beyond that right now. Yeah, I still see like a backflip almost with the black pants on. Oh, now I see a black unicorn here. You see? A Mustang with the white eyes facing left. You see? Oh, what's that song? Mustang, baby. I can make your heart sing. Something like that. I don't know. Mustang. I don't know. What's it? I have to look that up. Anyway, but it's like a unicorn, a black unicorn, too. Fire on there. Interesting. Kind of like sad too, like a little sad. Usually, like with this kind of energy, I would say that's like the Knight of Swords horse, but it's not. This is like a concerned energy. Like there's something like, sad about it. I don't know. It's a beautiful horse though, or unicorn. There's like a ring around the neck. I don't know what that is supposed to depict. I can't get over that horse. What the heck? Shoot. Anything else? Is there another spider there? Oh my god, there's more than one spider. Oh my gosh. This is dealing with a lot. Like they put this energy to the test for sure. 1 and 2. You see? I can't believe I was dealing with that shit before. I was dealing with a lot. I visited an old video and I just couldn't believe, like, I could understand why people didn't know what I was trying to say, because I had to speak like in code. Like I had to speak in such vague terms because there was so much that I was dealing with. There was so much. I didn't like, dude, for real. For real. Now I have like a stingray, like, type of energy there with a mouth right there. You see? Stingray type of energy. Yeah, a lot of aquatic type of energy, like mad aquatic energy. Anyway, holy crud. No wonder I was getting the creeps off of shit like this. It was like, sometime last year, like beginning of last year or mid last year, like I was low power mode. Yeah, I was dealing with a lot. So that I didn't even, dude, I haven't even taken a look at these. Like, these are just off sitting in the corner. I cannot freaking believe, like, I don't remember getting that much. Like, I do remember getting attacked, like, a lot. So let's get with this. So what does my candle number 4 choosers energies, what must they know right now? The Fool card. Okay. New times ahead. So just look forward to that. There's like a renewal here, almost baptismal. Is it in confirmation you also wear white, or is it just like first communion and baptism and wedding? Something about that there. It's not, is it first communion that you wear white? I know baptism and wedding you do. I want to say first communion too, because the way, I feel like that. First communion. Body of Christ. First on that. Anyway, there's a renewal here. What else? You can move on. We're moving on. Okay. Anything else? Reciprocation. So again, new times ahead. That's old chapter. Is that there's a closure to that? Okay. That's crazy. Moving on. Like, that's the worst of the worst. Like, seriously? Like, I would say that I got attacked more at that regular jobs than I did when I dabbled in the industry. Do you know how crazy that is? You know how crazy that is? Like, that's crazy. Like, how much pain, like how much, like, not just me, like, but my kids, and like, that was terrible. That was so terrible. And I can see, like, looking back at everything, I got more attacked then than I did in the industry. That's fucking crazy. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles, new times ahead, okay? New times ahead. Okay. Like your intuition, yeah, you see a Seven of Swords. Like you get to steal home base for that. Like, you know, for like the purple is for intuition, but again, I said it was like a lavender, like a light purple, like Easter purple. So it's like you're more like soft set with your intuition, so people thought they could just like fuck with you. And so they did. But anyway, dark horse energy, yeah, the chariot in reverse, yeah. So there's a sense of awareness that you have in the comparative view. At least I do. But like you'll see that. Okay, you'll see that if you're not already seeing that. Again, dark horse energy came to rise. So you may also definitely resonate with candle number 2 with dude for real. Oh my gosh, for real. Okay, so Page of Cups. Okay, wait. Five of Swords in reversal. Okay, what opened up to that? Give me a second. Page of Cups extroverted. Yeah. Okay. Judgment inverted. And Knight of Cups extroverted. Okay, so you're surrounded by love on this. I heard bells, like church bells almost. Outside, yeah. Anyway, you have good karma coming to you. Like it's collected. These are bonus points. This is a sandwich of love from like these are not just admirers for like what you've been through, what you've gone through. But they're ensuring they're protecting this reward that's coming to you, like good karma. Like the so this is also like loyalties. So these are like loyalties, royalties, and admirers type of energy. So there's something about opting you out of that mess. Like it is time. It is due time. Okay. Anything more? No? Okay, what about from here? Yeah. Okay. 97:32 on the clock. These? Yeah. Two of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Swords in reverse, and Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're like hauled out of there, like you know, like helicoptered out of there. Let's say you're severely injured and like in the, you know, I don't know, like the Narrows, and it's some off just like Grand Canyon or whatever. They have to like helicopter you out, like pulled you out of there. That was some crazy ass, like that was like 5 people like doing humiliation rituals on one energy. You know what I mean? That was some extreme like out to get you, bully you. So anyway, this is meant to like calm your states. Like now, like okay, this is like the interim where you get to like rest. Like there's rest stops to your next destination. Yeah, loading period. Like so there's a transit out of there. There's an escape plan for you, an exit plan for you, not just an escape route. More. Okay, what must my candle number 4 energies know right now? Seven of Swords again, and Three of Pentacles in reverse. There are lingering energies trying to get at you. You might also, if you really resonate with this, like in your energies, you might also link up to candle number 3, because there's energies that are trying to follow you, like trying to get at, like, destroy, like deceive you of, like, there's nothing coming for you, there's no help for you, okay? Your opportunities are like no more, okay? They're trying to get at, like, cheat you out of it, whether it's like in the mindset, like through fear tactics, or trying to kind of steal your opportunities away from you, like, oh yeah, she never got that check, or she never got that phone call, or like they inputted the phone number wrong for you, or like some kind of bullshit, okay? And that is why you are being, like, airlifted secretly out of, you know, like, a calming state, like the loading period, okay? There's something about that there, okay? Do I take this one out? Keep it in? Keep it in, but they said clarifier. What this? Yeah, Hecate said so. This person deserves, this energy deserves more, like, we can't exit with this. No, they need more to go on. Okay, this fell on the 10 of Wands in reverse from pile, or candle number 3, and on your 7 of Swords here. Okay, the Emperor in reverse, Strength in reverse, and the Magician in reverse. Like, for real, they are so you have, like, a special escorts or energies, like, looking out for you to take you out of this situation. They might not be, like, conversing with you because there's an area of discretion. Like, again, if this might heavily, like, weigh also on candle number 3, to they're trying to drop these like this huge burden of energies coming at you that are the Emperor and the Magician with the sandwich of strength. Like, these are groupings of major, like, authorities and practitioners that are seriously trying to fuck with you. Like, it feels like no end. Like, this is almost like all encompassing, you see? Like, it's kind of trying to corner you. Do you see what I mean? Like, there's a continuance almost, but they're trying to drop that for you, so it's like in for a safe landing, home base, okay? So again, kind of like witness protection program type of energy. Like, there's something very there's a high area of discretion here, like like unbelievable amount of discretion here. It's almost like you must be like some, like, big energy for these energies to come at you like that. And like historically speaking, you have, like, other people's rap sheet on you. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. Okay. Anything more? Okay. Yeah, they're like trying to mess you up in transition. Page of Swords, extroverted. So you are quite observant. Remain observant throughout everything that you're going through, because it'll carry, like, oh, I've been through this before, I know what to do. There's a sense of, like, acute awareness with the approximation and the proximities of these energies abound. So you are like a soldier. You are soldier in being reformatted to, like, an extreme warrior. You know, like the superhuman type of warriors, that kind of energy, except you're authenticated to your own identity. You're not additionally enhanced by any other means other than your own experiences. So oh my gosh, for sure you must be like some big, 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 big. You see, like, you see the fangs? You see, like, again, back with this, like, there's major aggression towards you. I don't know what the heck, like, who you are, what the heck your purpose is, but like, you are meant to go against like David and Goliath type of energy. Like, this is like, I have goosebumps. This is insane, like, weird. You see, like, in the dark. Oh my god, that's so crazy. What? Got it. Six of Wands in reverse. So you are due for victory. It is pending. It is written in your energies. It is written, like, this is prophesized. This is embedded. This is part of your blueprint. Okay? Top of the deck, no secret to your sauce. Ace of Wands. Yeah, Hecate energy. You have Hecate's wand. This is, I guess, my energy too. But there's a huge striking force, like batter up, but this is like Spirit's wand. So it's like, Spirit can knock out anybody. What the frick? This is so crazy. This is so crazy. What's underneath that? Three of Pentacles in reverse. So they're like your true, your best opportunities are on like what is it called? Are held like under Spirit's wing. You see? Like nobody can get to it. You understand? Like the Three of Pentacles are kind of like that we see up front here, like are almost like it's like jail bait, like it's bait. Okay, clickbait, jailbait, whatever bait. They're you must see them as illusions, only to like entice whoever that you need to like learn to confront and battle out. I forget the cat. Okay, what's underneath that? 10 of Pentacles. Do you understand? This is 13. Like Spirit means death to whoever is trying to really come at your true pentacles, or even come at the bait in order to like execute you, like almost write you off. For those like small beings, you know, because like, and for sure the Spirit is going to protect whatever is for you, like truly, like your absolute wealth. Spirit's protecting that. That's insane. Okay, so anything more? No from this deck. No from this deck. Okay, that's it for now. Okay, so I'll get one takeaway for my Divine Collective of Love and Light for closure. From here, yes. The Hierophant. Okay, so everything is set in stone. All of this is true. Yeah. So just tune in, okay, to the frequencies, your messaging, not just what's outlaid here, but to your own. Like, you can tune in, whether you know, devices are plugged in or not. Yeah, you're tuned in, like old school style, you know. You don't need much. So let's say you're off grid and you only have like AM, FM, or you know, like tuned into AM or like local, whatever. You're still gonna receive messages for sure. It's very simple. Okay. Your clarifier to that is Knight of Swords. Yeah, instantaneous, almost like electrical, like electrifying. It's instantaneous, so you can tune in. Yeah. And that means you can also tune into your like-minded energies, your own collectives. You have your own pockets of like collectives that you can tune into. So if you're going through something like heinous, like whatever, you can tap into kind of like sharing notes like, hey, by the way, like, and you might just save a life, you know what I mean? Like, seriously. Like, yeah. Okay, other than your own. Okay, so my 3 takeaways, yeah? time for my 3 takeaways. And thank you for letting me read for you. Very interesting energies. First one is the Queen of Swords and Two of Swords. Yeah, so I will obliterate whatever it is that, you know, it's like, there's a huge, oh yeah, so first off, thank you and your guides of love and light for letting me read for you and tap in and, you know, help figure things out. Certainly appreciate it, and for you trusting me on this is a lot. Okay, so anyway, my first takeaway is speaking the truth, absolute truth, and also maintaining boundaries. So I mean, whatever's here, like I'm not gonna take with me, you know, it's there's this and that's mainly to protect the energies. um yeah, just maintaining boundaries while convicting energies, the surrounding energies, for sure. It's kind of setting the tone there. Okay, clarifier to that. First takeaway. 8 of wands in reverse. Yeah, so there's an area of like discretion. Like, yeah, I just kind of leave it here. So this is good practice for me too. In exercising care, but not being like so invested, you know what I mean? Like, or how do I say it? Not so intertwined. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave that here, okay? And then off to my own life, that kind of thing. Because I understand these energies, like, a lot. And so, if you know, you know, and then you move on. All right, so, like, I've already digested a lot of this material, but, like, I'm just astounded by the last one. Anyway, 1:11:51 on the clock. All right, my second takeaway is Page of Cups, bringing the vibe of love. Still, you know, watering my friends, watering my collective, my fellow sunflowers and dandelions, you know. Yeah, like, I'm not the only one. Like, I'm not the only one contributing to their growth. They started out with love, the seed of love, you know. Okay. All right. Clarifier to that is, oh, with 5 of Pentacles in reverse and like the scroll, the beginning type of energy. So, things are unraveling, like unfolding. Yeah, like kind of blossoming. Okay. Incrementally. Okay. All right. All right. My third takeaway. Yes. Okay. 3 of Swords in reverse, 9 of Cups, and 5 of Wands. Okay. So I have a lot of competing interests here. But they're hobbies or activities that make me happy. And they're no, like, skin off my back or, you know, off my shoulder. There's you know, like, what is it, pound of flesh will make me a celebrity skin. Yeah. I'm all I want to be, a walking study in demonology. I guess so, if this thing's coming on and like that. Holy shit. All right. So glad you could make it. I don't know. All right, so there's that. Okay, clarifier for my third takeaway. King of Wands in reverse. It's hoeing the field, plowing the field. What is it? Plotting the land, plowing the land. Why do I have the king of... Oh, wait, can I get a clarifier for that? What the heck? Again, oh yeah, the root structure, core. Things are in dormancy, but like it's not unfolding. Oh yeah, yeah. Loading period here. Okay, so this is kind of like the interim. Things are unfolding as we move along. So this is a 10% battery there. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's it for now, yeah? Like, yeah, there's a dormant period here, like, interesting. We get one more off of that. We'll treat this like justice and like the loading period, one for each side of the pentacle. Okay, yeah, from this. Nope. From this. Yeah. Okay. The daily. So this is a focus back to the minor arcana, daily activities. Queen of Cups on one side. Okay. And Knight of Pentacles. So like the intuition is like triggered, like flickering, like the flame. Like there's like you know when you know, and that should carry you through. Like never mind the loading time, waiting, like treating like this is like a lobby area, like it's again another mundane type of activity, and like the hard work and plowing the fields and you know all of that to prep the environment. Like I should be very glad that I have I'm embodying the Queen of Cups here. And that whatever, like I see Paul mowing the freaking lawn, yeah. So like again, and it's showing the Three of Pentacles right there, you know. And back to the green, like there's this area of, you know, like the discretion and what, like in plowing the fields. So it's and it's actively contributing to the greater Three of Pentacles here. Yeah, there's no blue candle nor red candle represented here, so it just points back to the green. There's an area of discretion here with the like downloads, the whatever I'm intuitively guided to go over, basically. But there's an true act of like black tie, you know, black tie showmanship here, you see, in doing that. So that's it. I mean, I can connect the dots easily with that dress. So yeah, they're saying like that's what I must know right now. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power energy, or these readings are officially over. Excuse me. I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, visits from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought, form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, hassle free, no doubt, no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Oh my goodness. Upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas to assisting with a sequence of rollout. In light and love, I close the portals in these readings. Now.